examiners and gentlemen, given me the fixed cost of the farm. Do we have the fixed cost of the farm, you guys who are here, who have watched the video? What is the fixed cost of this organization? $10,000. Thank you very much. Now remember, now when they tell me that they want me to draw a profitability chart, then that is an examiner who is wishing me success. Why? I'll come straight away, first of all, get the contribution margin. How do we get contribution margin? Contribution margin is price minus variable cost. So we have 8 minus 3. 8 minus 3 gives us what figure, somebody there? That gives us 5. We have 6 minus 4. That gives me what figure, somebody there? 2. Remember, contribution margin is selling price minus variable cost. Then we have 6 minus 5. 6 minus 5 gives me what figure, somebody there? Gives me 1. Now, the moment I have the CMs, I know for purposes of multiple product charts, I will be required, ladies and gentlemen, to do what here? To rank. So it means that, first of all, you must come and give us the famous CMR. Now, can somebody give me the formula of getting CMR? Who is able to remember the formula of getting CMR? CMR equals what divided by what? CMR equals what divided by what? CMR. CMR equals what divided by what? CMR is CM over price. So they're telling me that this is CM over what here? Somebody over price. So it is contribution margin over the selling price. So we have here like 5 for product X, 5 divided by 8. So this one here will be 5 CM divided by the price, which is 8. This will be 2 divided by 6. This will be 1 divided by 6. So somebody in terms of 2 decimal places, could you kindly give me the answers very fast here? Somebody, what do we have here? 5 over 8 gives me what figure, somebody? 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 Somebody help me out here. 5 over 8 is 0.625. Thank you very much. How about 2 over 6? How about 2 over 6? 2 over 6, 2 over 6. Oh, 2 decimal places by there should be 0.63. So this should be 0.33. And then lastly, ladies and gentlemen, we have 1 over 6 being 0. What here, somebody? 1 over 6, 1 over 6 being 0. 1 over 6. 1 over 6 will be 0.167. So 0.17 basically. So, ladies and gentlemen, remember, once you have been able to get CMR, what should be the next thing for us to do? Once we get CMR, what will be the next thing for us to do? Somebody in terms of the profitability chart, in terms of the multi-product chart. We rank. Thank you. So come and rank. And if you remember, of course, we must give the product that has the highest CMR, position number 1. The product that has the highest CMR takes position number 1. So I'll come and take this to be number 1. This will be number 2. This will be number 3. Coincidentally. Ladies and gentlemen, now after that, I'll need to come and give my examiner what we call the production schedule. So give us the production schedule. And the production schedule, ladies and gentlemen, what are you expected to do? And the production schedule, you must tell us what to produce. And remember here what to produce, ladies and gentlemen. I would want you to listen and listen to me very well. What to produce. What to produce. Look at your ranks. So first of all, come and consider producing X only. Right? From then I bring the second product, the second best product on the table. You don't throw the first one. So in this case, here, the second ranked product is Y. So to come and say produce X and who? X and Y. And then the third one, now you come and say produce X, Y, and who? And Z. Now, my greatest students, there is something I would want you guys to come and give me. If you still have this table and you can extend yours a little bit, I would want you to come and do me a favor. There is a favor I would want you to come and do me here. There is a favor I would want you to come and do for me. I would want you to come here and give me the total sales and the total variable cost. These two are very important to me. The total sales will be price times number of units. Total sales is price times number of units. Total sales is price times number of units. So could you kindly give me the total sales here for product X? It will be 2,000 times 8. Total sales revenue. Total sales revenue. So this will be 2,000 times 8. Oh yeah, give me the figure. Give me the figure. Want us to run with this ball very first. 2,000 times 8. What are we able to see? Somebody there? 2,000 times 8. What are we able to see there? Somebody? 16,000. Thank you very much. How about, in this case, ladies and gentlemen, how about the next one? The next one will be 4,000 times 6. 4,000 times 6. 4,000 times 6 gives me 24,000. This gives me 24,000. And then we have Z, ladies and gentlemen, which will be 3,000 times 6. 3,000 times 6. 3,000 times 6. That will give me what figure? Somebody there? 18,000. So then could you kindly go and do the same? Do the same for variable cost. So for variable cost, what are we doing? For variable cost, we are taking variable cost per unit times number of units. This variable cost per unit, remember, variable cost per unit times number of units. So is there somebody who is able to give me the total variable cost for X? The total variable cost for X. Is there anybody who is able to give me the total variable cost for X? The total variable cost for X, what do we have? Somebody, 6,000, yes. It's 2,000 times 3. So this gives me 6,000. How about the total variable for Y? Total variable for Y, total variable cost for Y, it will be 4,000 times 4, which gives me 16,000. 16,000. And then we have the last one, 3,000 times 5, which gives me 15,000, like that. Thank you very much, Mary. At least you've been able to confirm the last one. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I would want you to do me a favor. I would want you to come and give me the total sales. If we decide to work with one of these options, remember there is an option that so many of us forget. There's an option that must always be there, the none. The option of none must always be there. Don't forget that. So if we expect, ladies and gentlemen, to produce just X only, if it is X only, what will be the sales to be applied? It will be 16,000. If we decide to use X and Y, if we decide to produce X and Y, what will be their combined sales? So X and Y, their combined sales will be 16,000 plus 24,000. Somebody give me this figure. 16 plus 24 gives me what figure? Somebody. That gives me 40,000. That gives me 40,000. How about the three of them together? What will be their combined sales? The three of them, X, Y, and Z. X, Y, and Z. What will be their combined sales? What will be their combined sales? Somebody help me out. 58,000. 58,000. Now, my greatest of them all, students here, I really cherish what you guys are doing. What if we decide to produce none? If we decide to produce none, what will be the total sales? I want to believe that the total sales there will be 0. So please go ahead and give me the total variable costs under the conditions given. Under the conditions given. Under the conditions given here, if we produce X alone, I can see the total variable cost here is 6,000. Total variable cost there will be 6,000. If we produce X and Y, it means that variable cost will be 6,000 plus 16,000. 6,000 plus 16,000. That will give me what figure? Somebody there. That will give me 22,000. If we produce X, Y, and Z, if we produce X, Y, and Z, X, Y, and Z, X, Y, and Z, what will be the total variable cost? You add the 3. Total variable cost, you add the 3, which gives me 37,000. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, if we produce none, remember variable cost vary with the number of units. If you produce 0, variable cost automatically will be 0. Variable cost there will be 0. So, ladies and gentlemen, after that, you'll come and give me a column of what here, somebody, of fixed cost. You'll come and give me a column of fixed cost. Very important, but what do we know about fixed cost? That fixed costs do not relate with the number of units. Even if you produce 0 units, fixed cost must always be incurred. Even if you produce 0 units, fixed cost must always be incurred. So the fixed cost, you guys give me a figure of 10,000 across the board, regardless of whatever I decide to produce. Regardless of whatever I decide to produce, even if you produce now, just like now here. Just like, yeah, thank you very much, Grace. Constant here. Just like now here, Even if I have 0 students, rent for the studio has to be paid. Rent for the studio has to be paid. Ladies and gentlemen, remember we said that our profitability multiple chart here, basically we want to get profits. So come and create a column here for profits. So how do we get profits, ladies and gentlemen? To get profits, we are taking sales revenue minus all the costs. So like now the first one, you will say 16,000 minus 6 minus 10,000. The first one here, you're taking 16,000 revenue minus 6,000 minus 10,000. Please give me a figure. Please give me a figure. They're not talking to me. They're not talking to me. I don't know who they would want to talk to tonight. I don't know. They should talk to the person who is teaching them tonight, now. So the first student is giving me a figure of 0. Thank you very much, Mary. How about the second one? How about the second one? The second one will give me what profit? The second one will give me a profit of 8,000, I'm being told. How about the third one? The third one will give me what profit? The third one will give me what profit? The third one is 58 minus 37 minus 10. 11,000. 11,000. And then now we have the none. None will be minus 10,000. Thank you very much. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what I would want us to do tonight is to come and draw our profitability chart. Our profit chart here, our multiple profit chart, our multiple profit chart, and this is how it's going to behave like. Remember here, we normally do our profits on this axis, and on this axis here, we normally do what here? Sales. Sales. So for profits, what do I have? I can see a negative 10,000 all the way to a positive 11,000. So if I'm the one doing this, I can even do 2, 2, 2, 2. So minus 2, minus 4, minus 6, minus 8, minus 10. So we have minus 2, minus 4, minus 6, minus 8, minus 10. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I'm capturing the profits here. 12 because of the 11. And then we'll come and do the same for the sales. So for the sales, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What do we have here for the sales? I can see we have, of course, 0, and I can see all the way to 58,000. So if I do 555, I need 10 boxes there to be able to reach, 60,000. Or I can even decide to do 10, 10, 10. Because 10, 10, 10, I'll go straight away. So I can do 10. After 2 boxes, I do 10. 20. I do 10 here, 30. I do 10 there, 40. I'll be able to do 10 here, 50, 60. Like that. 60. So from there now, let's capture our imaginations on this table. Let's capture our imaginations on this table, on this table, on this graph, on this graph. So, ladies and gentlemen, then what do we have here? Let's see. This is 0. This is 0, right? So remember, we are mapping profit versus sales. So the first profit here that we have is 0 versus sales of 16,000. So when profit is 0 here, my sales is 16. 16, I'm just guessing, remember this thing. Guess, just around here, 16. That's point number 1. Point number 1. That's point number 1. Point number 2, when sales is 40,000, profit is 8. So when sales is 40, profit is what here? Somebody, profit is 8. So come and put a mark there, right? And then when profit is 58, sales is 58, profit is 11. 58 is quite close to 60. So go there, put 11 is at the middle there. Put a mark like that. After that, ladies and gentlemen, we have the last one, 0 and negative 10. So in this case here, when sales is 0, we are told here that profit is negative 10 like that. So now after that, come and join the 4 points using a curvilinear, and then the last 2 points. These points at the periphery, you need to come and put, ladies and gentlemen, a straight ruler, and do what here, somebody? A ruler, and then now you come here and join this very nicely. This should be a straight line. This should be a straight line. Please let me know when you are able to finish this. Let me know when you are able to finish this. Let me know when you are able to finish this. Is there somebody who has been able to finish this, ladies and gentlemen? Is there anybody who has been able to finish this? Anybody who has been able to finish this? Yeah. So according to Gilbert, Gilbert says he has finished. And according to him, where we have this straight line knocking on this x-axis, according to him, he's saying that revenue break even is about 30. Revenue break even is about 30. Jenny says 28. Jenny says 28. Jenny says 28. Where am I saying 30? Hilda is saying 28. 28, 28. I like the debates here today. I like the debates here today. I like the debates here today. 30. Seemingly everybody is going towards 30. Now, I would want to give you exactly 5 minutes, not less, not more. I would want to give you exactly 5 minutes, and then you guys, I expect you to go to this question and use the manual approach of fixed cost of a CMR, specifically it's WACMR, and then we see the answer you will get, whether the answer you get using the formula is close to whatever you guys are telling me. Exactly 5 minutes, don't run away, don't run away, just apply the formula, and then you shall be able to compare notes. I'm looking at the answers, what they have here. So mwanafunzi mwenye alipata correct, yule mwenye alipata figure ya 28, isn't it? Yule mwenye alipata figure ya 28 ndiye alikuwa almost what year? Almost there. Almost there. Mwanafunzi alipata kitu ya 28, 29, even 30. Then you are very precise in your drawings. Even 30, you're very precise in your drawings. You're very precise in your drawings. Now, let me ask you a question. Is there anybody who would want Mwalimu to do the revenue break even using the formula, or all of us are comfortable? Is there anybody who would want Mwalimu to do revenue break even using the formula, or all of us are comfortable? Somebody talk to me, talk to me. Damari says yes, okay. So now I'm obliged to do it. I'm obliged to do this. So, ladies and gentlemen, yes, okay, fine. So remember, we have X, we have Y, we have Z. And then remember that they had given us the quantities. They had given us the quantities. So quantity, what do we have here for quantity? What do we have here as our quantity? Somebody help me out. Quantity of X, somebody? Quantity of X, what do we have here? Somebody for quantity of X, I want to introduce something new. Somebody, you guys have the figures. What is the quantity of X? 2,000. How about Y? 4,000. How about Z? 3,000. So meaning that at the end of the day, in terms of quantities, the total quantity here is 9,000. Therefore, weights, this will be 2 over 9. This will be 4 over 9,000. This will be 3 over 9,000. This one I may need more decimal places. The weights are normally very sensitive. Weights give me 3 decimal places. Weights give me 3 decimal places. Weights are very sensitive. 2, 2, 2, 2. How about Y? Y is 0.444. How about, ladies and gentlemen, Z? How about Z? 0.333. Now, could you kindly do me a favor? Could you kindly give me the contribution margins that we got and the prices? The contribution margins that we got here between ourselves, contribution margins and the prices. So please give me the contribution margin and the prices. Who is able to give me these contribution margins? Who is able to give me the contribution margins? Who is able to give me the contribution margins? So contribution margin, Grace tells me for X was 5. Y 2, this one here 1. The one we got by taking selling price minus variable cost. How about selling prices? How about selling prices? Who is able to remember selling prices very well, very first? Selling prices, what do we have here for selling prices? 876. 876. Why am I getting this? It's because at the end of the day, I'm expected to give them the WACM. Come and give us the WACM and the WAP. WACM and the WAP. These are very important. So WACM, how do we get WACM? We'll come and take weight 1, contribution margin 1, plus weight 2, contribution margin 2, plus weight 3, contribution margin 3. Thank you. So the weights are given there. So the weight of the first product is 0.22. times contribution margin 1, which is 5, plus 0.444 times contribution margin 2, which is 2, plus 0.3333 times contribution margin 3, which is 1. So if that is the case, can somebody give me this vacuum? Can somebody give me this vacuum? Or I change the selling price. Wema tells me to change the selling price to 866. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So how about this vacuum, somebody? Many decimal places. Vacuum, give me many decimal places. 2 decimal places, I will take that. One like 2331, that's okay. 2331, thank you very much. So from there, go ahead and give me the WAP. How do we get WAP? To get WAP, ladies and gentlemen, we normally take weight 1, price 1, plus weight 2, price 2, plus weight 3, price 3. There are 3 products, remember. Great. So weight 1 is the same figures that we have, 0.222 times price 1. Price 1, I know the selling price of the first product is 8, plus 0.444 times price 2, which happens to be 6, plus 0.333 times price 3, which happens to be 6 again. So can somebody give me this WAP? WAP is 6.438. Somebody is telling me that WAP is 6.438. Is there somebody else who is able to get that WAP figure of 6.438? Is there someone else who is able to get that WAP figure? 6.438 has been confirmed by Doreen. 6.438 has been confirmed by Doreen. And of course, the 2 children will now get us to their mother, who is Wakumri, WACMR, which is Wacom all over WAP. Wacom all over what here, somebody? WAP. So the Wacom that we have here is 2.331. All over the WAP, which is 6.438. I would expect again 3 decimal places. I would expect 3 decimal places here for my Wacomri. For my Wacomri, I'm being told by Grace it is 0.362. 0.362. I can't take it from only 1 student. Doreen is also confirming the same. But again, those are 2 students who are too few. I want to hear from also the others. I want to hear from the others. What is your Wacomri figure? What's your Wacomri figure? Gilbert has been able to confirm. So I want to believe that everyone else must have gotten the Wacomri. Everyone else must have gotten the Wacomri. Everyone else must have gotten the Wacomri of 0.362, like that. Thank you very much. Great. So of course, it's not lost on us. Like, what is it really this examiner wanted us to derive at the end of the day? This examiner wanted us to get what we call the revenue break even, which is fixed cost over Wacomri. Fixed cost over Wacomri. So the fixed cost, ladies and gentlemen, you guys gave me a figure. Fixed cost mliambia ni ngapi? Somebody, fixed cost woye. Fixed cost mlikuwa mniambia ni ngapi woye? 10,000. Fixed cost is 10,000. So how about Wacomri? How about Wacomri? How about Wacomri? Already we have it here. It is 0.362. So if you do it that way, then you should be able to get the revenue break even, which should coincide always with your straight line. With your straight line here. Which should coincide always with your straight line here. So 27,619. 27,619. Actually, the very best. Remember, our figures were in terms of what here? Thousands. Our figures were in form of thousands. Let's chop the 3 zeros like that. Let's chop the 3 zeros like that. So you talk of 10 divided by 0.362 for us to get revenue in the form of what here, somebody? Thousands. For us to be able to get revenue in the form of thousands, which will come to 27 point something. 27 point something. Somebody give me this. Remember our revenue on the graph. Our revenue on the graph, we're capturing them like 10, 11. They were in terms of thousands. They were in terms of thousands. So what is 10 divided by 0.362? Somebody help me out. It comes to 27 point something. So 27.6. If I write 27.6 here, the examiner will know that I cheated. The examiner will know straight away that I used the formula. The very best, that figure, the moment I get it, I'll round it in my head and come and just cheat the examiner here that the proper answer is supposed to be 20 what? The proper answer there is supposed to be 28. And if our memory serves as well, there are students you saw who gave us a figure of 28 exactly. Are you able to remember those students? Are you able to remember those students? If you have forgotten them, I'm able to remember some students who gave us 28 exactly. Right? There's nobody who gave us 28 really. There is. If I just go behind the like Hilda says, she got it.